I just found data that is suggesting that potentially people will start taking profit on Bitcoin, which will lead to a mild to potentially bigger pullback. And I want to show you that data and if I really believe that this is going to happen. If you think that is interesting, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates and this valuable knowledge that I'm sharing with you. And now let's directly jump into it. So here on the 30 minutes chart, nothing really has changed for Bitcoin. Was this yesterday? No. Besides that, we have yesterday really short-lived lost, or actually today, sorry, today, short-lived lost the mid-range, but we came straight back up and continue to go higher. So we are more or less where we were yesterday after retested the range high, and now are again around the same price level, $34,428. We were there yesterday also for quite a while. There is now a short-term resistance. You can clearly see that. If I would draw a line here, then you can see that price action is struggling to stay above that. So there is a small resistance right now, and Bitcoin is struggling to stay above that. Overall, the structure of the price action is still intact. So we have here a lower low, and then we have here higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, and also here on the lows, lower high, lower high, sorry, higher low, sorry, that's what I meant, higher low. And we have not broken yet that lower low here. Only when that one is broken, I would start getting concerned for price action going lower. But unless we are not breaking this, we should not be really concerned here. But for the time being, I don't see this actually happening for Bitcoin. So now let me show you what I found, which can potentially make us a little bit more concerned. And there's some on-chain data here. And I want to start off here with that chart. Here are the Bitcoin number of addresses in profit. So how many addresses on the Bitcoin network are right now in profit? And that number was for a really long time non-existent during the bear market, because there was like over 60% was in a loss. But right now, when I go to it, you can see that almost 40 million addresses are in profit, and that is quite a lot. I have to go and check how much addresses we have in total. Let's actually check total number of Bitcoin addresses. Okay, so this is 10%. That is quite a significant amount that is right now in profit of 460 million in total. 40 million are in profit around these prices. So now when 10% are in profit, some of these people might think about to start taking profit. But does it really make sense here to take profit? In my opinion, not really. And I'm going to show you in a moment why I believe that is so. Now, when we are looking here at the percentage of addresses in profit, there we should now get like 10%. Here you see, here's 80% of all addresses are right now in a profit, which is crazy around this price action. So now when you think about this, so it's the number of addresses that is in profit, and then there's the percentage of addresses that is in profit. So yeah, 80% is quite a lot. So, and that is the concerning number, guys. That is what is concerning me. 80% is in profit right now of all addresses, Bitcoin addresses out there. It also actually consists, only Bitcoin. Yes, I was confused down here from Bitcoin and Ethereum, but whatever. So 80% in a profit right now of all wallets out there. That might be a little bit concerning when we are thinking about price action, because of 80% in a profit. Would it make sense to take a little bit profit? Technically, yes, it would make sense. Should you set at least a stop loss? Definitely I would set at least a stop loss to make sure that if price action pulls back, that I walk away with profit. We have then also here these two charts here, Bitcoin transfer volume from short-term holders in profit to exchanges. Also here we see overall a drop, which is good. So we don't see that people actually moving their funds to exchanges to sell. And again, in a minute, I'm going to show you why that actually is. And also here, the transfer volume from long-term holders to exchanges is also on almost an all-time low. It's at least at the yearly low. And now let me show you why people that are in profit right now in Bitcoin are not actually selling, because they have understand something really, really important with the last weekly close here on the New Brave coin chart here on the Bitcoin index. They have understood, when you look here at the cycles with the accumulation, here the bear market, here bear market, accumulation, bull market, bear market, accumulation, bull market, bear market, accumulation, and we just broke into the early stage of a bull market. So would you sell here? Absolutely not. We are just in the beginning of the next bull market. So why would you sell? It makes no logical sense unless you really need the money to pay for stuff. Otherwise, you would never ever sell at these prices. And this is what most of the Bitcoin holders, the short-term and the long-term holders that are in profit right now, are understanding that it makes logical no sense to sell here. We just broke a really crucial resistance area at $32,000 that basically opened the gates to higher price levels back to $40,000, $50,000 potentially even this year. So why the hell would you sell here? It makes no sense. And guys, before I jump now further in TA and go away from Onchain, don't forget, if you want to learn from me directly, then you should definitely check out here my program. It's one of the best in the world, I guarantee you that. The prices are still discounted. You should still take advantage of that while I keep the prices low. I'm gonna raise them here pretty soon again. And you see here you have different programs. So you can have a look at what is suiting best for you, either that you learn by yourself, get assistance from my team, and get mentored directly by me. These are the three options that you have, so definitely go check it out at amcrypto.us. So now when we are going into the shorter time frames, on the 12-hourly, we can clearly see that the stochastic RSI has bottomed out. Potentially with this 12-hourly candle, we're gonna see the move that I was talking yesterday about, where we get a buy signal here again to the upside, where the RSI will also pinch here back to the upside, and also the MACD makes a pinch to the upside. So we would have three indicators lining up telling us that price action should go further to the upside. And we are still in that symmetrical triangle here, or in that pennant, whatever you want to call it. We should get a breakout. So if we treat this as a symmetrical triangle here, which is a continuation pattern, then the technical target, if we would be breaking out today, would be almost $37,000, $36,913. If you want to trade this, wait for a break above $34,750. That is where I would enter this trade, not before, because you want to make sure that that there is a legit breakout actually happening. So if we would break to the downside, that would be of course not so good. Then the downside target would be $32,300. And we would have a little Bart Simpson pattern here. I also want to point that out. So if we are breaking down, then 34,050 were my entry for a short position here to the downside. So either way, we're going to find out in the next 12 hours where Bitcoin is going, if we continue to the upside or to the downside, and we can take advantage of that movement in both ways. Now, when we're looking here at the 4-hourly chart, we were yesterday slightly in profit here on that trade that I gave you here on the liquidation chart. We are now slightly in a loss. We are like plus minus break even, which is absolutely fine. We see here more and more shorts coming in above the price action. And like I said, that will give fuel for a short squeeze at some point to the upside. And as long as we are staying above the VPVR, above 34,000 $168, we are fine. When we lose that level and this turns into resistance, that is where I start getting concerned that we might get into lower price levels here, back to $33,000, $32,000. But unless we are not breaking it, I'm not really concerned. And here, the technical target of that bull flag that we have here on the 4-hourly chart is for me still intact, all the way up to $39,000. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade on one of the best exchanges out there, use BYBIT. You still get $30,000 for using my specific link here. And also on BITGET, you get $8,000 and $15 just for signing up only with that specific link here. I'm only trading on these both exchanges. And if you have one of these accounts signed up under my link and at least $250 in it, then you're eligible to join my Discord. I give everyday signals there absolutely for free, and we are crushing it. Like, it's crazy. So we make so much money there. You should definitely come and check that out. Now, when we're looking here on the lower time frames, the 30 minutes is just about to break down here out of that ascending triangle. We have seen that in the past, so I'm not really concerned as long as we are not breaking here $34,040 where we were earlier today. But also the EMA ribbon flipped here bearish already. So if the price action closes as it is under the ribbon and continues to trend lower, then maybe we're going to see a spillover into higher time frames where the price action starts to pulling back now. But this is not concerning to me now. With the next 30 minutes, it could technically jump back up here. But something else that I want to point out, we need also to get a breakout in the next 2 hours, in my opinion, out of that pennant. If we're not getting it, then most likely we're gonna see a downwards move. Might be a fake out. We have to reassess the situation when it's happening. But the longer we are in that ascending triangle and the longer we are not getting a breakout to the upside because it has a bullish bias, the more likely it is that it will actually break to the downside, because we're getting closer and closer to the apex. So there is certain pressure building up, and that pressure normally gets released to the upside. And if that is not happening, then usually we go to the downside. So I want you guys to remember that. Here on the daily, no big difference to what is on the 12-hourly chart. We got our golden cross. Again, if the daily candle closes outside that ascending triangle, we should start getting concerned. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. Let me know what you think. Does Onchain suggest that people will start taking profits now because so many people are on profit? Or do you think they are smart as you and me and know that this is the wrong time to take profit? Let me know. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.